you're a Pisces, right?
Mhm.
So you live in the ethers. It's a super dreamy state of being.
Yes.
And you're an artist, which makes sense. And you're empathic and you can feel other people. And so living in the moment is guided by spirit, which is always the best way.
Oh, you're good. You are good. Now you are very good at articulating yourself.
I'm fascinated by the human condition. I'm fascinated by the
Me too.
reality and human nature, and everything down to like, are we a simulation? Are we zeros and ones? Is this, where do we go when we die? And what is consciousness? And what are dimensions? And like, I mean, I just and how the human operates on this, in this density level.
Are you getting closer to those answers every day?
I mean, I have my own conclusions right now. Like, right? Yeah. I think that's the fun part about learning is that and experiences is that as you collect them, and as being an open-minded person, I believe what I believe right now, but that might be different in 2 months or 2 years. And in fact, I hope it is, because it means that I will have collected more information that helps me make a better judgment or assessment of what's really going on. So I'm fascinated with how people operate. And I think that we can be kind of broken down into patterns, which is totally what makes me think we might be zeros and ones, like Elon Musk says.
Yeah, I know. So? I mean, I like bounce between it every day, because like I do. Look, like my favorite thing is like, I try to tell people, like, I'm always like, yo, you have a witness at all times. At all times. This is why I say movie all the time, because I'm like, when you're by yourself, like when I'm by myself in my room and I wake up, I'll make it a point to be like, yeah, life is good. And I'm dancing and I'm going like this, because I'm like, I am doing that for myself, but I'm also doing that to show the witness that I'm special. I'm here. I'm understanding that, like, I don't have to show up when people are watching. I need to show up always, And like, I love to just help people be aware that like everyone deserves a witness. And like the things that you do when you're alone are almost far more important than the things you do for a crowd, And so the idea of a simulation is like, it runs so deep with me. As far as like, someone's watching, someone is watching me, and I want to be. Have you ever seen the movie Vanilla Sky?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. When they say the quote, mortality is home entertainment, like I dive so deep into that, into being like, I am literally, the 27 Club. I'm like, when I make music, I'm like, yo, I was just talking to someone, like, I picture my life as a train on a track, and I'm far away from home and I'm headed home. Okay. And I want all of my influences to jump aboard my train at any point while I'm on that track and be able to ride with me and use me as a vehicle and as a vessel. And like, I so believe in that. And like the whole idea is like, life is entertainment. Is just like, yes, it's entertaining, and it's also entertainment for something else.
You think so?
Totally watching me like a script. Yes.
Oh man, that's a fun thing to think about. Do you see all the alien stuff that comes out these days? And do you get all jacked up and excited and going, they're here, I'm ready. Take me, I'm ready.
I had
beam me up, Scotty.
Serious experience. I would say like 6 months ago in Joshua Tree with a guy named Dr. Stephen Greer. Have you heard of Stephen Greer? Yes.
Oh, I know Stephen. I know Stephen. I interviewed him.
I went to Joshua Tree with him like 6 months ago.
Okay, tell me about it, because I'm tempted to do that.
Sitting in lawn chairs in the middle of Joshua Tree in a circle with Stephen Greer and doing a puja prayer and all the stuff. And let's just say like, yo, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. And we had contact.
Like no confusing it, right? No bullshit. No, like, no, it's not lip service, but you literally saw it.
No bullshit.
What did you
100%.
see?
Orbs, man. Orbs came.
What did you see?
Bursting orbs of light. A lot of this stuff he was explaining to us in a terms of like, we're assholes down here that are like, don't enter our earth or we're going to shoot you down. I mean, are aliens real? Yeah. yeah, they are. Like, stop being stupid, people. Like, this is a big giant place.
We're not the only game in town.
Come on. And like, how much fun are we down here? Of course they want to join the party, bro. They're like, duh. So like, you know,
they want to hang out with Mod.
Yeah. So like, we're sitting there, and you know, I'll just say one experience that happened for sure is like the temperature, you know, when you're sitting out there asking for these things it was a really beautiful thing, because it's going in my I guess in my terms, what I was gathering from this experience was that alien life is they're kind of scared of us. They think that we're so frightened by them or shocked or something. So when you're sitting there and you're saying, we come in peace, just simple as that. We are not here to exploit or shoot you down or hurt you. Like, you're accepting them into this world. And like, definitely one thing that happened was like, we all felt the temperature around us raised by like 30 degrees. Literally, when you're in the desert at night, it's cold, right? So like, the temperature raised so high that we all started sweating, but it was in the matter of like 10 seconds. And what we all saw was this giant ball of light completely encompass us. And what he was saying was we were taken aboard a ship, and like, time exists in a completely different way. So what felt like to us like the snap of our fingers was like, come on, that could have been so long. And we 100%
you've seen
like
Stellar, right?
Yeah. And they have, oh my, mind fuck. And like, he had a temperature gauge with him, and like, it was recorded that the temperature rose in those matter of 5 seconds by like 35 degrees or something, exponentially. Gnarly. And like, we all saw this burst of light around us. And like, you know, I could go on and on about like just seeing other little things, but that was like the defining moment of being like, oh wow, like this really happened. And like, I do believe that other life is down here walking amongst us, you know? I believe in reverse technology more than anything. Like the story of Valiant Thor that goes back into what, like the 50s, like about, you know, look at how our technology has just vastly gone through the roof. And it's like, I believe in reverse technology of another life source being like, here's a computer, take it apart, and you will know how it works.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. You know? Like,
well, that's what I asked Steven too, is that some of the stuff that we see, like I live in Arizona, so it's like hotbed. I keep hoping I look up and see something cool, because it happens here all the time. But I asked him, I was like, do you think that it's actually our own technology, reverse engineering what we've found, crafts and seeing how it works? And yeah, is the answer. Yeah. I get this, like, so, you know, looping sort of old life, new life in there's, you know, I think it's a really brave and, confident thing to talk about how you used to, you know, look and idolize certain people that, you know, came and went too quickly. And, you know, the things that we fixate on and put our perception on become our reality. And so I keep hearing cool stories about things that you're manifesting and experiences you're having, and how some of these things probably wouldn't have been possible without a new sort of point of perception. And so what kind of things have come into your life over the last couple of years that you're so grateful for, that are totally different, like weren't part of your old life?
Yeah.
And for people listening that don't know, it's, you know, having addiction and going into recovery and, you know, spending a lot of time sort of spiraling to different levels of addiction, and then to come out of that and be in the place that you are now with such perception of reality and yourself, and all these new experiences, and being able to be present for them.
That like, boom, you just nailed it. It's like, it took me so long to become present. You know, I was so fixated on the future. You know, there's this great quote that says, depression comes from the thoughts of past. Anxiety comes from thoughts of the future.
So
And like, if you can live in the present, you can somehow avoid those things. And so my story is the person who was 100% like, I was addicted to drugs. I was a extreme cocaine user, like through the roof, all day, every day for a massive like 8 years, to the point that it almost took my life. And what it really did to me, because I do love life. I think you can gather that just by talking to me for the last 20 minutes. I love life. I love experience. I love this place. I love people. And I love myself. And like every time that I would do like that, I was like, this is going to kill me. And wow. I was carrying around this suitcase filled with shame every day, just walking around with this suitcase of shame. And like, is cocaine bad to do? Yeah, it is. It's a drug. It's bad to do. You know what's worse than that? Shame, self-shame. Right. It will hold you back from all these beautiful things that life wants to give you. When you feel undeserving of something, you are putting a red light on your entire life. And I would get so close to the finish line. And then I'd say, yo, I don't deserve this shit because I feel bad. Like, am I saying anyone out there who does cocaine, am I saying you're a piece of shit? You're a bad person? Fuck no, not at all. If you feel bad, someone was asking me the other night, bro, did your life change because you quit that shit? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it just quit because my life changed because I'm not carrying around this self-shame.